Yale leading by 1 at halftime here on James Naismith Court inside Allen Fieldhouse. Stephen Davis, Nick Baugh with you. A lot of Santa hats of different varieties scattered around the stands tonight. Festive atmosphere. I don't imagine it was real festive in either locker room at halftime, though, with this game hanging in the balance. First half stats, very interesting about even in all categories, although Yale made 5 threes to only 2 for the Jayhawks.
Yeah, a lot of them were mental mistakes from Kansas, not talking in transition, going under a pin down, and allowing the good shooters to get free for Yale. And to me, the 7 turnovers for Kansas, and a lot of them were sloppy. Now, Kansas forced 6. A lot of them were late when Kansas decided to turn up the heat a little bit defensively. A lot of that started, though, with K.J. Adams setting the tone, guarding Danny Wolf, which will be interesting to me in this second half, what those matchups look like. Does Bill Self go back to the conventional look of Dickinson on Danny Wolf, or do you go right back to K.J. Adams on Danny Wolf, and you'd imagine James Jones will have some sort of adjustment to try to free up his 7-foot sophomore stud.
You see 2 ties, 8 lead changes, but Yale led for over 15 minutes. It was legitimate. They were up as many as 11. Yeah, first half, and really controlled the action for the majority of the time.
Yeah, it's interesting. You said I don't think both coaches were very happy in the locker room. I think Yale feels like they could have been up 10 or so, and I think Bill Self obviously was very frustrated with how his team played for the first 12 to 13 minutes, but finished strong.
Leading scorers as we get set for this second half, you've got Kevin McCullough with 14 for Kansas. Nicholas Timberlake, 7 off the bench for the Jayhawks. That came in a quick flurry for Yale. August Mahoney, John Koulakidis both hit a pair of threes in that first half on their way to 80-ish.
And Timberlake, his first 2 baskets were shots right at the rim, which was good to see. But you're going to need Timberlake or some Jayhawk to knock down a few perimeter jump shots. Yale is really packing in that paint. They're trying to take away drives, and certainly when the ball goes into Dickinson, there are 4 Yale Bulldogs in the paint, so somebody's going to have to knock down some shots. Maybe it's that guy right there when he gets back into the game.
Yale basketball to begin half number 2. It is K.J. Adams guarding Danny Wolf, number 1 in the dark blue jersey.
If I'm James Jones, you got to explore some post-ups for Danny Wolf. He's 7 feet tall. He's got the major size advantage. He also can see and pass out of that double team.
How much can Adams negate that, though, with a strength advantage? We'll find out. Wolf, tough fadeaway. Dickinson kept the toes inbound.
That's a great example. It's about proximity of the catch for the post-up. He pushed Wolf out to about 18 feet.
Stays with Kansas. Near steal by Koulakidis.
So what K.J. Adams has to do is do his work early. You have to fight that post-up, because when you're at that big of a disadvantage size-wise, if Wolf gets it 10 feet in, you're in big trouble.
Back going up. Picks it off. 2-on-1 for Yale. Nolan able to finish. What a start to the second half for the Bulldogs.
8th turnover for the Jayhawks, and there's been a couple of them in the live ball variety that have led to some run-out layups for Yale.
Harris, floater right of the lane. Yale ball. Hunter Dickinson, no touches the first 2 Kansas possessions. Kevin McCullough, no touches.
Certainly those 2 guys need touches.
Yale spreads it. Koulakidis attacking. Drawing help. And travel.
James Jones frustrated that it was the opposite official that made the call, but it was the right call. As Marco Jackson, K.J. Adams did a nice job shutting off that driving lane and then trapping and forcing the turnover.
James Jones knows what he's up against in this second half. It'll be his job to keep his team focused. McCullough fading out of the post-up. What a bounce off the rim. Everything falling for Kevin McCullough.
Been a good development with being able to post up Kevin McCullough. He's able to put his shoulder into Koulakidis to dislodge him.
Bulldogs just go backdoor, and Mahoney rises. rises to finish.
That's surgical or what? A heck of a dime from Danny Wolf and a heck of a cut from August Mahoney. Because he's a good three-point shooter, you got to guard him on the three-point line. This is a left-handed backdoor pass on the money to August Mahoney.
He's not going anywhere. In a couple minutes of this second half. Jackson. Mahoney draws the foul.
There just have not been enough conventional post-ups for Hunter Dickinson. As you see, Marco Jackson doing a nice job attacking the closeout. Kansas, Stevens, got to find a way to get Dickinson into a rhythm and a flow. But Dickinson also has to do himself some favors, too. Crash that offensive glass.
Adams forced that a bit. Foul against Yale. They got Noling underneath.
You see KJ Adams, just a downhill mentality, playing through contact with that big body. I just love this guy. His improvement, he averaged 1 point per game as a freshman. One. Guys after 13 points per game. His versatility is so impressive. He played the 5 last year, now he's playing the 4.
And does not care about the scoring and the points per game. He is defense. It's not even rebounding. It's making sure his man doesn't rebound.
And with a roster, DeJuan Harris a little more laid back and quiet. Kevin McCullough a little more laid back and quiet. Dickinson's got some juice to him, but you need more of that, and having personality in your roster matters, and KJ Adams is the emotional tone setter for this group.
50% free throw shooter just knocked down a pair to cut it to 1, and now a reach-in foul on the Jayhawks against DeJuan Harris. That is his second. A sharp suit James Jones has on.
That's good, right?
Way better than either of us.
No question.
I do like that Bill Self and the staff, they look nice, man. I like the three-quarter zip look. And bang with the shot clock at 8. Trying to find a way past Harris. Down to 3. Tough shot. Goes anyway. This Mbang.
I was just about to say, Mbang needed to move it and let someone else attack, but he knew better than me. That's a difficult shot against a really good defender.
Jackson's man falls down, and Marco knocks in the jumper. His first points.
Just taking what the defense gives him. Your defender falls, you just rise up.
Yale not in a hurry. Single-digit shot clock again. Noling. Dickinson starts the break with the outlet. No numbers. Jackson on the run anyway. Trying to give his team the lead.
1 on 4. Maybe not the best decision from Marco Jackson.
Trying to respond. Good recovery defensively by Kansas.
Well, it's amazing how much KJ Adams has changed this game defensively, guarding Danny Wolf. That's Yale wants to play through Wolf, but they can't right now.
Noling with steps, trying to go against Dickinson. All 7 of Wolf's points came with Dickinson guarding him in the first half.
Ever since the adjustment from Bill Self, Danny Wolf has been a non-factor. And not only is he not scoring, but like I said, Yale wants to play through Wolf. They want to play 5 out. They want him to catch up the top of the key. They want him to do his dribble handoff stuff, drive it. And a lot of that stuff has gone away because of KJ Adams' defense. Just an amazing job from Bill Self to recognize it, and then KJ Adams be able to go do it. But still a lot of basketball left here with under 16 minutes to play.
Sticking with Harris. Jackson for the lead. Gets his own rebound. Shot clock violation. Couple chances for Kansas to move in front. Haven't done it yet. Still Yale by 1. One-point game here in the second half. Kansas trailing Yale as they have for most of the night. Stephen Davis, Nick Baugh with you. Harris picking up Mbang in the full court. Now backs off a bit. Kansas, couple chances to take the lead the last 2 possessions. Haven't gotten it done. Now Yale, chance to extend this lead again. If they can get something to go down. Saved by Mbang. Wolf, corner to Mbang. The shot clock winding down, gets his own rebound. Reset for Yale.
Boy, Dickinson needed to have an extra effort to try and track down that long rebound. Got caught in a mismatch.
4 to shoot. Nolan. Lost the handle. No shot for Yale. 50 seconds of defense for the Jayhawks. Really, really good, except for the rebound.
But Yale is really out of sorts offensively right now. And that is thanks to the adjustment of KJ Adams being on Danny Wolf.
Again, a chance for Kansas to go in front. Jayhawks haven't scored in about 2.5 minutes. Adams isolated. Recovers. Trying to get a Timberlake on a cut. Kansas keeps it, 11 to shoot. So close. Kansas just unable to get the lead. Yale beats him down the floor. Wolf, tough finish. His first points since halftime.
And really the only success Yale's had is transition. McKay's gotten their half-court defense set in the last 10 minutes of this game. Had a lot of success.
Harris finding McCullough in the corner. 19 points for Kevin McCullough.
Juwan Harris is so good at that. Keeping a dribble alive and hitting the opposite corner when he goes baseline for 3.
Allen Fieldhouse alive. Yale needing a basket. Ulakitis from way downtown. Back to the bucket. Fouled by Dickinson.
Boy, that's twice for a great rebounder in Hunter Dickinson, averaging 12 a game. He's given up 2 offensive rebounds after great defensive sequences from his running mates and just couldn't corral a long-range 3 that caromed off the rim.
Bills Mbang. 71% free throw shooter gets a pair. Points for Mbang. Been matched up with Juwan Harris all night at both ends.
2 guys that are their conference's reigning defensive player of the year is doing a nice job on each other.
Color guarded by Simmons at the moment. Color shakes him, fires. Empty possession for the Jayhawks. Harris with a nice strip on inbound. Just what you were talking about, those two going at each other. They really made each other uncomfortable. They poked the ball away from each other a handful of times. Inbang's a good player, man. He is smart, strong. Only thought about a 28-footer. Inbang attacking again. Harris rejects him. Look at Harris flying around. On a switch, Wolf realized the shot clock's ticking down. Shot clock violation. Outstanding Kansas defense again. An outstanding individual effort from DeJuan Harris, guarding multiple Yale Bulldogs. Inbang, Danny Wolf, didn't matter. He was flying around. That's a great defensive sequence from a big-time defensive player. As you see, KJ Adams kind of hobbling to the end of the bench. We'll see how that situation works out. Bill Calgill, an important man right now at the end of the Jayhawk bench, working on KJ Adams. Veteran athletic trainer. That's an offensive foul against Jackson. You're seeing two guys who, again, were their conference's defensive players of the year, just putting on great individual efforts defensively. Harris on the previous possession. Watch him bang just beat Elmarko Jackson to the spot. And when that arm gets extended like that, the amount of contact doesn't always matter when there's extension and the defender is set in place. No doubt about it. So now Hunter Dickinson on Danny Wolf. We'll see if Yale can take advantage of it. It's where Wolf had a lot of success early in the game with KJ Adams now out. Wolf has a look from deep. Every rebound is a scrum. Dickinson off a sweet Kansas ball movement turned up. Yale. Allen Fieldhouse on its feet. Jayhawks running the break to perfection. Timberlake and a touch pass from Jackson for the big fella.
On his right calf, it seemed like he's catching a cramp or a Charlie horse, so he was getting that kind of massage out. But also, Bill Self during that timeout was directing his attention specifically to the reigning defensive Big 12 Player of the Year and DeJuan Harris, wanting him to keep track of where his man is, not to lose sight of him, but also that goes for the rest of the Jayhawks as well. Guys?
Here's KJ Adams coming up a little gimpy. See the limp and still out of the ballgame at the moment. But Kansas has their first lead since it was 11-10. And now Kevin McCullough guarding Danny Wolf and fouling Danny Wolf.
Well, it is important now if you're Yale and you're James Jones and you're Danny Wolf, you got to really put your foot on the gas to try to score and buy as much time as long as KJ Adams is out of the game.
Gets us a break. 11 minutes, 15 seconds still to go. Not that you were going to go anywhere, but don't go anywhere. We got a good one going. 43-42, second-ranked Kansas on top of the Ivy League's Yale Bulldogs. Jayhawk Game Day Live to get you going. 7:30 here on Big 12 Now. Game at 8 over on the mothership, and then Jayhawk Game Day Live when that one wraps up for Lance Leipold's crew. Nice to cap this season with a win for Lance Leipold and the Jayhawks after coming up just short last year in the Liberty Bowl against Arkansas. Yale to play it in on the baseline. has to go out to get it. McCullough still on Wolf. Adams still not in the game. Simmons baseline against McDowell in the battle of dreadlocks. Dickinson pulls down his 8th rebound.
Interesting, Danny Wolf's reluctance to go into the post with some smaller defenders on him, I think has been a mistake.
Over the top for Dickinson. Has to go down to the floor. Tie up. Will keep it with Kansas.
Got to find a way to get him going. This is the quietest game he's had as a Jayhawk. Look at all these navy blue jerseys, though, collapsing inside. When that ball's come in, there's been heavy traffic, but that's nothing new for a guy that's seen every sort of defensive attack in the book in his college career. He's got to figure out a way to get rolling in this game.
Those are Yale blue, my friend.
My fault.
This is the school that invented the first college mascot, the first to have school colors, the first to have cheerleaders, and the first to have a school fight song.
That's a lack of respect from me, and good on you calling it out. There you go, a touch.
Smooth jump hook from Hunter Dickinson.
Quick move as well. It's going to be one of those days for him. He doesn't have time to size up, back down, put 2 or 3 moves together. It's got to be a quick jump hook.
Yale needs an offensive answer. They've been held to just 9 points since halftime. Lukitas, strong hand drive. No shot available. Wolf is out. Bang. Shot clock dwindling. Jackson got a piece. Kansas headed the other way. And throwing it away.
Boy, Marco Jackson, great defense on one end, but that is twice. He's not made great decisions in transition, attacking without an advantage. Went 1-on-3 earlier and a good pitch ahead from Nick Timberlake, but there's no advantage really here. And you get caught in the air without a plan, oftentimes that'll end in a turnover. You love the defense, just gotta have a little bit more poise when you get in the open floor.
KJ Adams is back in for Kansas. Starting Noling at the moment. There's that matchup. Mahoney gets a wide open look.
And the fire there.
Timberlake went for a steal. And McCullough head down to the bucket and to the free throw line. Kevin McCullough, when he wants to get to the basket, he will get to the basket.
No doubt. And his ability to play through contact, just impressive. Not all scorers are gifted at drawing fouls. And I'm not sure this was a skill that he possessed earlier on in his career in terms of drawing fouls at this sort of rate.
There's got to be a want to draw fouls, too. 7th time this year he's gone to the 20-point threshold. 10th in his career. Had only 3 in his previous seasons. 21 for Kevin McCullough. 8 of 8 at the free throw line. Kansas up 5, their biggest advantage. Danger zone here for Yale. Lukitas trying to end the drought. Knocked out, it stays with the Bulldogs. Yale has not scored, Nick, in 4 minutes. They're lucky to still be in this game in some respects.
But KJ Adams has changed the game. He changed the game, shutting out Danny Wolf, who is now on the bench. But that got Yale off schedule and out of rhythm. And quite frankly, they have not found any rhythm ever since that adjustment has been made.
They missed their last 7 shots. Nearly turned it over. The shot clock dwindling again. Bang. Hit hard by Timberlake, and he's in pain.
Well, Mbang, late in shot clocks in this half, has really done a nice job. As if you're Nicholas Timberlake, you gotta have a little bit more body control to contest without being out of control. Because you're not gonna block a shot. You know, that's not who you are. You can go contest, go wall up, go vertical. He's got to have a little better control there, but Mbang with a nice play.
They're not making shots from the field. Find a way to get to the line. Does Mbang doing that for Yale.
Danny Wolf will check back in for Yale.
No real foul trouble on either side. Nobody with more than 2 personals.
I just have to assume at some point Wolf is going to try to post up.
In and out. Yale needs all the bounces they can get right now. Under 9 to go. Kansas feeling it a little bit. Keller looking for Dickinson. Hit on the catch.
How about the confidence from Kevin McCullough Jr.? Yeah. Multiple Yale Bulldogs sinking in on that high-low. Quite frankly, Dickinson wasn't open.
No.
But there's trust there and an understanding that your big fella's got to get rolling.
How hard is it to throw that pass when, as you said, the guy is just flat out is not open? McCullough on the lob. It's not always K.J. Adams. Bill Self will throw it to anybody on those lobs.
The best in the business in base and out of bounds situations. Bill Self.
Mbang's out right now for Yale. They've got Yassine Garum running the point. And 8 on their shot clock. Nolan crosses Dickinson. Tough shot. They'll get another crack. Good find of Wolf. Hanging. Couldn't finish. Rebound battle. It stays with Yale.
Great contest from Kevin McCullough Jr. And to do it without fouling. Wolf, a 7-footer, has it 1 foot from the hoop, but McCullough goes and contests it, makes him miss.
Yale can't buy a basket. They missed their last 9 shots. Over 6 minutes without a field goal. That will extend. Kansas running. Timberlake a 3. Adams the rebound. There's McCullough, of course. K.J. Adams will create an extra possession. Yale calling timeout as they got into the front court. James Jones sensing his team needs a reset. Kansas with their biggest lead of 8. Thanks to execution like this, the lob to McCullough on the baseline out of bounds.
Has her back.
For real?
Absolutely.
Were they made by like a bajillion engineers?
Well, closer to 100. Continental. Welcome to the Smart Choice in Tires.
Slowly but surely, Kansas starting to pull away from Yale, up 8 with under 8 to go here in Lawrence. Stephen Davis, Nick Baugh with you, and it's Kevin McCullough doing the heavy lifting offensively. Nearly half of the Jayhawks' points. He's matched his career high with 25.
Done a nice job where this has kind of been a defensive grinder. He's been the one guy that has found his offense. And a big part of that is the ability to get to the free throw line. 8 for 8 from the line. He's averaging 9 free throw attempts a game his last 4. He's coming off a game at Indiana where he shot 16 free throws. So he's doing a really good job in a game that's not had a lot of offense. He's been solid.
Wolf driving baseline. And they'll get Adams for a block.
To me, this has been all about Kevin McCullough and K.J. Adams. McCullough offensively finding some flow, and then K.J. Adams defensively guarding Danny Wolf. Those 2 things have been the biggest factors in this game.
Wolf trying to cross over on Adams. Wow, what a move to get to the basket.
A few times that Wolf is able to get downhill against K.J. Adams, and that size at 7 feet tall is just tough when you get to the rim. I think Wolf hasn't been aggressive enough. I think he's let K.J. Adams dictate his aggressiveness.
Adams blocked by Wolf. McCullough with a 3. Career high 28 points. He is playing with otherworldly confidence.
No question about it. Why he came back.
Nolan finding Garum. A much needed 2 for Yale as they try to hang in this one.
High-low again.
Timberlake, corner 3. And a big one. Nicholas Timberlake, 10 points on the evening. A heck of a read and pass from Kevin McCullough. Looks down at Hunter Dickinson. Harris with a steal. Harris to the bucket. Fouled hard.
I think they're going to take a look at this, and I think this is going to be flagrant.
Seen Garum quickly up and apologize. Yeah, I don't think
They're leaning
sportsmanship.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything malicious about it. Just trying to not give up a layup. But to me,
Trying to make a play on the ball, it appeared, but Harris still had the ball tucked behind his hip.
just excessive and above the shoulders as well. Kind of hack down on him.
Officiating crew right on it.
You know, back in the day, it was just a hard foul, but those rules have changed. But what a sequence, though. Kevin McCullough with a great read. Looking down to Hunter Dickinson. Nick Timberlake's defender sinks in to take that away. Finds him in the corner. And then DeJuan Harris just stealing it at half court.
Yeah.
And going and getting fouled.
They did call it a flagrant 1. So Harris will get 2 free throws with an empty lane. And Kansas retains possession as this lead continues to grow steadily for the Jayhawks. They were down 11 in the first half. They now lead by 12 here in the second.
And Kansas defensively has taken it up a notch. We've got the final 4, 5, 6 minutes of the first half until now. They have been outstanding defensively.
Dickinson dribbled it off his foot. Wolf wants to go to work on Adams again. Picks it up. Nolan gets to the left hand. Timberlake attacking. McCullough still feeling it. Feeling good. Kevin McCullough. How about 31? 8 straight for the Jayhawks. The lead has ballooned to 15. Yale can't find anything. Harris with another pick. Behind the back. And puts it on the highlight reel. 10 in a row for the Jayhawks, and now Harris takes a foul.
I mean, this is pretty. First of all, great pass from Timberlake, but there can't be a better two-way guard in the country right now than that guy. The way he's scoring, the way he's defending, and then a little razzle-dazzle, a little bow on the Christmas present, if you will, to KJ Adams.
Wrapped better than the present.
Way better. But Kevin McCullough, 31 points. I mean, Bill Self has just doused him in confidence.
You said no better two-way guard in the country. There's definitely not one who has more freedom offensively.
And more confidence offensively right now. And he's doing it efficiently as well. 10 of 16, he's getting to the free throw line.
Look at those numbers. Dickinson out in the corner. step for a moment.
Yeah, Yale starting to lose their poise.
Timberlake in that corner again. Yale was in this game for 30 minutes. Kansas pulling away here late. Bang flying in. Grabs his rebound, puts it back home. 4 minutes to go. Kansas in no rush when they possess the basketball. Backdoor Harris.
Boy, he can elevate when he needs to. Good read at 5-2 for Hunter Dickinson.
Wolf draws two.
Good double team from Dickinson. Recognition that Wolf was in the post.
Extra pass. Mahoney deep triple. Bang. August Mahoney.
You got to know who you're guarding. You're guarding August Mahoney if you're Timberlake. There's no reason to stunt and go to Townsend, who's not a three-point shooter.
Mahoney led the Ivy in three-point percentage last year, and he's shooting over 40% this year.
Yeah, those are the little things, the little mistakes you can't make.
Adams hanging, unable to score it. Back come the Bulldogs. Wolf on the run. Timberlake fixes pocket. Numbers for Kansas. Harris setting up Timberlake. Timberlake at both ends.
Well, that's how you get it back.
Transition, steal, triple after the mental mistake from Nicholas Timberlake. Quick three, Mbang. Count it. There's Mbang. Huge second half. It's at 69-57. Timberlake's played big minutes tonight. He has played the 5th most minutes of any Jayhawk. Miller will take this one himself. It is Kevin McCullough's night. We're just here to observe. 34 points. Baseline Jay Townsend. Go back a few years, there was an Ivy League team from Cornell that came into Allen Fieldhouse on a very snowy night in early January one year, and Sharon Collins strapped the Jayhawks on his back for a win with a 30-plus point performance, if my memory serves. Kevin McCullough doing something similar tonight. But he is feeling it. 15 gives it up this time. And for Dickinson, who's had that kind of night. Breaking the action. Well, it hasn't been all Kevin McCullough. How about Nicholas Timberlake? He's poured in 13 points for the Jayhawks. Kansas is up 15. It has been anything but easy tonight for the second-ranked Jayhawks behind a 34-point performance from Kevin McCullough. There will be plenty to talk about coming up on Jayhawk Game Day Live when we're done. Stick with it here on Big 12 now. That's Jeff Gelder and Dave Stewart. They're already ready to go. They're ready. We've got another 84 seconds, guys. Just calm down. Don't be so excited.
It's an interesting game, though. There's going to be a lot to talk about. This game had a little bit of everything. There was a moment in the first half where it felt like Kansas was in real trouble. Down 11. Didn't have any flow offensively. Defensively, we're out of sorts. Now McCullough with a steal. His second tonight. How about 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a block, 2 steals, and obliterating his career high with 34 points. Logging heavy minutes, too. See if they get 15, another shot here. Now that'll be DeJuan Harris. Harris has quietly put his fingerprints all over this thing in the second half, but can't say enough about KJ Adams. That's a nice driving kick.
It's Jack Malloy knocking in a 3 for Yale. The rock chalk chant slowly rains down in Allen Fieldhouse. Kansas will improve to 11-1, 7-0 this year in the Fieldhouse. Kansas has already played based on the current AP rankings, Nick, the 5th, 6th, 8th, and 9th ranked teams in the country in their non-league schedule. They get to Big 12 play soon. 2 matchups with the number 3 team in the country, Houston. 2 with number 7, currently Oklahoma. 2 matchups with number 10 Baylor, and they'll play number 17 BYU, number 19 Texas once. It's not going to let up for the Jayhawks at any point.
That's life in the Big 12, and the Big 12 is as good as it's been.
Timberlake couldn't get that. McCullough will stay with Kansas. Shot clock off. Kansas owns the 2nd best record in collegiate basketball in the month of December since Bill Self took over here in Lawrence. And they are going to earn themselves,
no doubt,
a win tonight.
They've trailed at half in a lot of games and had to grind out some wins.
4th game they've trailed at half this year. They're coming back from double digits down for the 2nd straight game to win it. 11th victory for Kansas against 1 loss. Neil Bulldogs called it 7-6, but they're going to have a lot to say about where the Ivy League goes this year as well.